Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bods. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You join me today for the third part of our Bricktastic walkthrough. Apologies that there wasn't one last week, but let's get straight into this week's one. So some more monorail here. This was actually a pop-up exhibit because that was an empty table and it just appeared. We don't know who owns it. This is Tom's 8 wides collection of cars. If there's a car that you want to see, it's probably here. There's so many of them, and what I really liked is that he had half of the table set out going one direction and the other half going the other direction, and I just imagined that at some point they'd all just go and there'd be a massive pile up in the middle. I just thought that was fun. Got some space stuff over here. I really like the bases on these actually. Just adds to the finish. And then some Star Wars big figs, maxi figs, whatever kind of figs. I really love this bulldog here. He's just really cool. And then I'm not entirely sure what the IP is here, whether this is it Lord of the Rings? I don't think it's Lord of the Rings, but is it Star Wars? I just don't know, but I love the way that they're all in lines. I think that looks really good. And then a bit of trains. We love trains. Nice and colourful. This space exhibit was huge. Look at the size of it. Look at all the monorail. There's so many details in here. Must have taken an age to set up. And Wally's in there too. Got the large Ninjago set up here. It is so impressive to look at, this one. And I tried to be a bit further back this time so you can really see how large scale this is. Got some 3D printed elements there. Really large treasure chest with treasure obviously. And then this is like a little rainforest scene with a big, very, very big parrot on the top. And then another super-sized Lego piece there, 3D printed. Now this is a really nice cityscape here. I just really like the details, the way it's built up on lots of different levels. It's colourful, it's cram-packed, and it's utilising every bit of space in there. Very busy streets. Now we've got, is this every brickhead? I don't know, this is a lot of brickheads. In fact, I'm not even going to count them, but everyone that I remember is ever here. But you know, I'm not a big fan of brickheads, so... And this is why, because there's too many, and I would want to collect them all if I started. And also, they're a bit blocky. That's kind of the point. There's a giant one as well. Meow. I absolutely loved this display. This is a like water park. I remember fondly going to a water park as a child, and just like the lazy river was always my favourite. But this is just so full of fun. Those slides just look epic. It's just really fun. I really love what they've done there with the hot air balloon pieces for the ones that you go sort of spinning around. I don't go on the slides, by the way. I'm just as scared of water slides as I am roller coasters, but the lazy river is where it's at. This wedding cake was actually used in an actual wedding. I've seen this one in Sheffield, but beautiful, and also the bouquet as well. Some really good tiering here in this cityscape. Got all the modulars in there. I think Bods the first few, but it looks really nice, and yeah, just the depth that you've got there. I love the tree in the middle as well. So we got a bit of a space base going on here, lots of different spacesuits, lots of different spaceships, lots of activity. Is that Feathers McGrath in there? He's got into quite a few mocks, this Bricktastic, actually. Maxi figs, maxi dolls there. I think that's quite fun. This is, I think, Rod Gillies' exhibit. He's got quite a few different themes going on, sort of ninja space bits. My favourite was the one at the very end. He had a hide and seek type thing. He always seems to do that, but it had a lot of good dad jokes in it, which I'm really upset that I didn't take a picture of it to share with you, because it did make me giggle. And also the last one was he always seems to hide a frog at the very end, and I can never find the frog, and he got me again this year. Stupid frog. See if you can see the frog. Now I really like these. The guy did tell me what they're from, but I can't remember. If you know, let me know in the comments so I can share it with everyone else. But I just really like the way this was set out. Simple details, like just putting them on the base plates, having one at the bottom and one raised. It made a really nice display, especially on the corner as well. We've got some good trolley buses going on there, and then a lot, I do mean a lot, of trains. I feel maybe slightly too many trains, because you can't really see the detail, but yeah, that's a lot of trains. And I'm pretty sure these were an international exhibitor, so they have brought those all the way to the UK. That's a lot to be bringing. We've got Ghostbusters here, that's the Proton Pack, I think it's called, the thing on the back, and James built it lying down, and then when he stood it up it all fell apart, so it took him a while to fix that detail, but it is standing, so well done to him. And you've got all the little puff people, marshmallow guys. I've got one of those on my shelf as well, because he let me have one last time he did this display. So I think these are actually sets that you get for displaying at the Portugal show that they do, the fan weekend, and I want them. They look really cool. Then we've got an advent calendar as well here. Really, really lovely decorations going on here. I really like that piece there, the houses sort of all stacked up. That is a lot of event bricks. Now this is the 2012 Olympics display. The guy has got every detail that you can remember from the Olympics in here. And it's also really colourful and well laid out. I love this one. And he keeps adding to it every time. So it's a really nice one to keep popping back to see what's new. I don't mean throughout the weekend, by the way. I mean every time he displays it. That would be crazy if he was adding to it during the weekend. So this is Jake Stud's display here, and if you crouch down, because obviously it's made for children, you can make the thing move with your own face. Kind of freaky. Connor has bought Hercules builds every year so far, and I absolutely adore them. Hercules is like one of my favourite films, and he just puts so much creativity into this, and I honestly cannot wait until next year when he brings them all together. I knew that Zeus was inside there, but Jake was lovely enough to reveal it for me as well. But look at the work he does on these figs. They're just so cool. And the muses are my favourite. They definitely make that show. And there was like a whole side that I'd even missed with the three-headed thing. And Pain and Panic. I love Pain and Panic. They're so funny. Now, I've never seen Knights Kingdom stuff before. This was a first. It's an interesting scale, that's for sure. This one I think did have some Steam effects, but I totally missed them. I don't think they were on when I was there. So apologies for not showing that off. And we've got Alan and Vicky's array of trainers. I'm sure every time I look, another trainer has been added. It's a lot of trainers. And in fact, they even had one trainer over on the Gatefold stand. So this wasn't all of them. They're lovely lenticular as well. I was kind of trying to get past someone else who was stuck in my way. But there you go. That's both sides of it, hopefully. And then the Iron Man collection. I didn't even realise they'd done a Duplo Iron Man, but there you go. This one shows off quite a lot of the Bricklink designer sets. You've got the Brick Cross there, and in the back I think is the old train shed. Also some great trains. That's the Emerald Knight as well as the Orient Express. A puppet goat. What more could you want to see at a show? This is the Brick Consultant. He likes to add movement into stuff, and this is his latest LEGO Ideas submission. All of those little bits move. And then he'd also, as if that wasn't enough, built like the Clifton Suspension Bridge from Bristol. Quite a large build, that is. I've been here. We did a little trail around Bristol. I think it was Shaun the Sheep. And I love the Wallace and Gromit sort of parts in there. There's Feathers McGraw. Told you he got around. And it turns out that the Oldie Pork Pie Shop is actually a shop. I didn't realise, I just thought it was a fun name for a shop. We got some Star Trek stuff here. It's always nice to see Star Trek as well as Star Wars. These are Jackie's builds. I always love Jackie's builds. I don't know how she gets, like how she thinks of these ideas. They're just super fun. I hadn't remembered seeing this one, but apparently that one was there at Steam as well. And then this is my favourite because of the rainbows. It's all about the rainbows. Now we've got the microscale Hogwarts here. This is, I mean, amazing. So much detail in there. And the tiny little dragon, look at him, he's so cool. And then he's also done a Beauxbatons. I think that's how you say it. I mean, or Beauxbatons? I don't know. But it took me ages to read the writing here because I'm not good at reading Lego lettering. But look at the little jar of Hogwarts and all the diagon alley around the bottom. I mean, it's stunning. 2K A4 stand was colourful, fun. As I was looking around this, I think I was being attacked by an Emily. So there's lots of different sig figs in here. Every time Dan got a sig fig during the weekend, he added it into his mock. Monarch's there having a nice little bit of tea party with one of the Animal Crossing characters. I don't know the Animal Crossing characters, so I can't tell you which. But yeah, there's just so much fun. And I don't have all the sets yet, but I do plan to get them all because I just think they're really quirky. They're just friendly looking. So let me know in the comments below which of these was your favourite this week. Also, if you've missed previous versions, I will link up the playlist for Bricktastic at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.